Hey everyone, it's Hirsch Wilson, and today is July 23rd. We are halfway through 2020, so that's good news. I'd like to start by just a big thank you to all my brothers and sisters in EMS and fire, and to everybody working in the hospitals, dealing every day with the pandemic. I'm thinking about you, my family is thinking about you. Be safe, and let's get through this year healthy. The first thing I want to talk about is just kind of hit the point that we will get through this. We will get through this pandemic. It's going to take time. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but we will get through it. But there's something underneath this, something that's larger and more troubling. It's that feeling that the wheels are coming off the bus. James Baldwin, the American and later expat writer, wrote that any real change implies the breakup of the world as we have known it, the loss of all that has given us identity, and the end of safety. I call this the great unsettling, and that's an emotion that I've become more familiar with over the last few months. It is a time where our sense of the world as we have known it is being stretched to its limits. It is a time where our identity as individuals and as Americans is being challenged. And finally, there is a reawakening to the idea that safety is nothing more than an illusion. The pandemic and the murder of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor at the hands of our police have kind of stripped away the veneer of who we are and left us asking the questions, who are we and what do we stand for? I know the politics are daunting right now, and it's only going to get worse. But in this time of pause, this great unsettling, it's a time also of reflection, to ask ourselves the important questions like, what do we stand for? And what does it mean to be an American? What is your vision of who we could become? I know growing up, I was inspired by the words of John F. Kennedy, who said, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. And he also taught us with these words that we go to the moon, do other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. We are here, especially now, to do the hard and important work. As before, we're here to light the torch of freedom and justice for all and not just a lucky few. We have hard work ahead. There's the pandemic, there's racial justice, and there's the economy. There's the crushing power of the status quo that wants nothing more but to go back to February 2020 or the day before George Floyd was killed. But time and nations only move forward. The future is uncertain and has not been created. It is up to us as individuals and as a nation to create the future we want. So my big question, my big ask is to ask ourselves, who do we want to be? As individuals, how do we want to be remembered? Thomas Paine wrote Common Sense in 1775, right before the Revolutionary War. And although he was speaking about war, his words resonate for us now. He wrote, I prefer peace, but if trouble is to come, let it come now, so that my children can live in peace. Let us use this time, this great unsettling, to build a better, kinder, and more inclusive nation. So be brave, be kind, and follow the science.